Behind every line, shape, and color of a sign, there's an invisible vocabulary. And even if you don't know the language by name, I bet you're fluent in it. Even if you've never seen a stop sign before, somehow the color red just seems to fit. But why does it? How are we persuaded of that fact? Semiotics slowly unveils for us the ways in which everyday objects and concepts have been lent meaning. Sounds strange, huh? Well, take a person like Martha Stewart, for example. She's one of the most famous businesswomen in the world, and even if you've never bought one of her cookbooks, somehow you know her brand almost down to the colors. How is that? How did this high priestess of style born Martha Costra brand herself into Martha Stewart? A series of images and ideas so coherent that we almost digest their meaning before we understand how they're conveyed. It's because Martha Stewart is a master of semiotics, the study of signs and symbols and their use and interpretation, and how they create meaning. Over the years, even as her brand has evolved, so has her finesse as a semiotician, employing different fonts and different techniques to change our understanding of her changing brand and what it represents. But if we're to look at Martha Stewart as a text, she is very complex. So for our purposes in trying to parse out the different ways meaning can be conveyed through semiotics, let's take a simpler object. This is Pongo. As a text, a dog is much simpler to understand than a brand. So what are the different ways we can refer to Pongo, and consequently all objects? Well, we can reference Pongo iconically, through a directly representative photo or resemblance of Pongo. We take a picture of Pongo and obviously we see that's him. We can reference Pongo symbolically, using convention and agreement like we see in many logos that say a shape of this size with ears of this size are typically representative of a dog through convention. Or we can reference Pongo indexically. And indexically referencing an object can be the hardest for some, but it's a casual association through relationship. This can be like a doggy bone or a paw print being a shorthand symbolic reference for a dog. For example, in a certain cartoon where over a doggy door you might see a doggy bone, we'd say that they're referencing Pongo indexically. Can we think of any other examples? Let's take the legal profession. How do we reference a judge without using a judge? How about by using a gavel? We could say that a gavel indexically references a judge. It's an association through a casual relationship. Now that we've covered the myriad of ways that objects can be referred to, for the purposes of this assignment, let's really focus in on indexically referencing an object. When you think about referencing an object symbolically or iconically, they're pretty straightforward, no? But when you think about referencing an object through a casual relationship with something it might not even bear a similarity to, we enter into interesting territory.